Hi everyone, it's Patricia Sheehan and you're very welcome to my Reiki blog. So this week we're going to talk about Reiki and better relationships. So I received an email and the question is, I was hoping you could give me some advice on this family disagreement which happened over 2.5 years ago between myself and my sister. What is the best solution and how can we move forward? And how can I stay in a happy place? Now, this is a really good question. Relationships is one thing in our lives that either give us energy or drain our energy. So let's look at first what we say about relationships that don't work. First of all, we say things like, if they did this, I would have peace. Or if they didn't do this, I would be happy. Or if they were more respectful, I could just get on my own life. Now, all of those, we lose our power to somebody else. So I want you to listen really carefully. And this is the key to all relationships. Any unresolved thoughts or feelings around previous life experiences, we project onto others until we actually switch that thought or emotion off. So I'm going to give you a practical exercise how to create better relationships. So first of all, what I'd say is go to a quiet space. So do this in a quiet space. And then you need to get yourself into a relaxed state. So if you've learned the practice of Reiki, do a half an hour of Reiki on yourself to get into that deep, relaxed state. If you haven't got Reiki, meditate or do some breath work or sit in the garden, listen to some music. So just get into a relaxed state. When you're in a relaxed state, you can tap more into the subconscious to know what thoughts you're running and where you're losing your energy in your body. So once you're in the relaxed state, I want you to write the story of that relationship. Now you write all your feelings, all your thoughts about that. Be as honest as you can be. This is not for sharing, so just write down everything, just to get it all down on paper. Then get a piece of paper, divide it into a number of columns, and in the first column write your key thought. So from this person's question, she wrote quite a lot down on the relationship. The key things that she said at the end is, I'm hurt, I'm sad, angry. So write in the column your key thoughts that you have about the relationship. The next column you head it to neutralise. So I want you to neutralise that thought. The way to neutralise it is to start considering the other person. You haven't walked their shoes. You don't know what is going on for them in their life. So start to write different things down, like maybe this is going on for them or that's going on for them. And just write different opinions about maybe their situation. And this is to weaken your hold on that they are the cause of your anger or upset or sadness. So once you've written that in the neutralise column, go to the next column and it's the thought and the belief, and write the same thoughts that you put in the first column again. But this time you write it as, I have this, I have anger, I have sadness, I have hurt in my body. And what you need to do over the next while is observe every time you get angry, whether it's to do with traffic, whether it's to do with housework, whether it's to do with things at work. Every time you get angry, you have to say, I have anger. I choose to let it go from my body. And just observe that you're running that pattern because there's some unresolved issue where you are still triggered by that. Observe it, choose to release it. This can take some time if you've had this pattern for quite a while. This is where Reiki really helps, because what happens is the way Reiki works with relationships is unless we resolve it inside, it's being projected. The way an experience lands in your body back whenever it happened. When it lands, you have a sensation of it. So it lands maybe in the stomach or it lands in the heart. So the heart might be upset, around the stomach area might be anger. It just lands, and your body then senses that. It then connects with your nervous system, and your nervous system then connects through neural pathways to the brain. And then your brain makes up thoughts, beliefs and perceptions about that experience to protect you. And all the way through life then, we rethink these thoughts of protection. And they leak out in work through frustration, or family, we get annoyed with kids or whatever. So they leak out. And all the way through life, we try to correct all those situations. Oh, I'll try to manage that. I won't get as angry about that. And then you deal with that situation, and then another situation comes along. So the way Reiki works is you would sense where that pattern is in the body. You would place your hands on that part and you would direct this high vibrational energy into that part of your body. It starts to unwind and release and relaxes the senses that initially were imprinted with that experience. This is powerful because it doesn't need you to talk, it doesn't need you to process, it doesn't need you to understand, but you direct this high vibration energy to that part where you initially sense the experience. When the senses are relaxed, then those senses connect to the nervous system and it sends new neural pathways up to the brain, and then suddenly we begin to think differently. That's why when people come to Reiki and they just say, I've been trying to work with this in counselling, or I've been trying to talk it out for 5-10 years, and then suddenly they release the sensation of where a previous experience was imprinted and they alter. So I'd one person who came for Reiki. She was actually coming to release her marriage, but in doing this she actually found she was projecting her past. She resolved her past, and they actually had a new commitment to bring a lot of love and fun back into their lives, and they decided to stay together. So what I would say from here is own your thoughts, don't project, and release. So thank you for listening, and if you liked what you heard and you really want to connect with new, deeper relationships every day, go to my website. If you're on my website, the address is reikiforall.org. It's the Reiki tab, Reiki Level 1, and check out the next Reiki course. If you've already done Reiki 1, go to the next level. There's deeper levels of connections all the time, and you will improve relationships beyond what you know yourself to be with Reiki. If you'd like to receive these blogs every 2 weeks and you're not on my email list, leave your name on my website. So have a happy, healthy, energetic, bright week.